Good morning, friends. It is just shy of 6 o'clock here in Maui, and today we are going to Hana. We are here.
And now, while we're waiting for the trip before we should proceed. Everyone, can you hear me? Is the volume alright? Too high, too low, just right? Can you hear me?
Yeah, but our next stop.
Yesterday was like, we couldn't hear you, we couldn't hear.
The next stop.
So I got it all the way up to 40 and said, no, it's too loud, it's too loud. So I got it back to 35. No, we can't hear you. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to turn it off then. Couldn't decide if they wanted me to yell or speak softly. So folks, I'm gonna do an orbit check, and this is how the orbit check is gonna go because my name is not Mike, my name is Kaniala. Display. And everyone put the thumbs up in the air so I can see it. Everyone put the thumbs in the air so I can see it. Everyone put the thumbs in the air so I can see it. Drop that pinky down and then give it a little twist. Now, this is the shaka. Does anyone know what the shaka is? Okay, so first of all, we're gonna need to communicate. I can't hear you. In order for me to know that you're engaging and you can hear what I'm saying, at least say a little bit higher of a no or yes. Like, no, Connie. Yes, Connie. Communication is the key and time is an essence. Now, does anyone know what the shaka means? No. No. Alright, awesome. So the shaka was invented by two surfers. These two surfers was watching whales do this coming out of the ocean. So they thought they started to do this to each other. Once they started doing it to each other, saying, hey, look the whale's going off. It became a shaka thing and it became mainstream. Right now, it's a non-verbal communication. Yes, no, maybe so. If you're mad, what you mad for? You're living in one of the most gorgeous places on the planet, which is Hawaii. Have a good day. Have a good day. And if you're mad, don't be mad. Don't be mad because time here stands still. That's why you folks is on vacation. So you're gonna see me do this a lot of times to the other people out there, and they're gonna respond back by doing the same things. Like I said earlier, it is a non-verbal communication. Just saying everything's all right. Yes, no, maybe so. Maybe call me up later on. We can go drink, but I don't drink alcohol. We're just waiting for the clip bar up, and we can start our day. It's over there here. Ka meaning da, and La is the name for the sun. La is the sun. Haleakala is the house of the sun. Now he stands tall 10,023 feet above sea level, 19,670 feet below sea level, making it a little bit bigger than Mount Everest by 675 feet. Now folks, the tallest summit or the highest peak of Haleakala is a place called Pu'u'ulaula, meaning small mountain, small hill. Ula ula is the color red in Olelo, Hawaii, or the language of Hawaii. Hawaiian language, color red is ula ula. For that mountain is called Pu'u'ulaula, the red hill. Now, back to Moana. Moana, or Maui, is actually correct. So the island of Maui is named after the demigod Maui. Maui is a man. Maui was a man before he became a demigod, and a lot of legends and folklore, myths and legends are from Hawaii all the way out to New Zealand. Maui is a real person. It's in all type of native legends. Now, one of the legends for Maui is his mother is Hana, and his mother Hana is a Luna goddess who lives on Mauna Kahalavai. Now, his grandmother lives in Pu'u'ulaula. His grandmother was known for making kapa. Kapa is a type of cloth that Hawaiians use as a kihei, which is a cape shawl blanket, or a kihei is a cape shawl or blanket. There it is, leave it at that. And a malo. A malo is what we call a lying cloth. So the grandmother of Maui was famous for making kapa. But one day she was getting so irritated because the sun rose on the east side and made his journey across to the west side way too quick. Not enough time for grandma to dry her kapa. We're gonna call her grandparent Tutukane and Tutuwaine. So we're gonna call her Tutu. So Tutu asked Maui if he could do something of the son's journey. Of course, any good grandson can comply. So Maui took his magic hook by the name of Manaya Kalani. Mana meaning strength, Kalani meaning heaven. He took his magic hook by the name of Manaya Kalani, what was made out of his grandfather's jawbone. The being from his grandfather's jawbone, it had a lot of mana. So what he did was he took some hair from his sister, making it into a twine, and then it became some rope. He hid in the hills of Ula Ula, waiting for the sun-law to be just at the right point of Haleakala. Lashed to the sun with his magic hook, and then threatened not to slow his descent over Maui. So of course, the threat was if he did not shorten his journey across Maui, he would extinguish his fire forever. So of course the sun's gonna reply, no, I don't want you to extinguish my flames. That's what makes me shine. So he made his journey slower. Making his journey slower, if you haven't noticed, Maui sun goes on a little bit later. It might be common where you folks are from, might have 24 hours of sun, but it's uncommon here, and it's something that comes from phenomenon because of most of us, like me, never leave the island, so we don't know what the mainland does. You guys alright? Oh, okay, alright. Yes, my coffee kicked in. Just listen just a little bit more. Any questions? Any questions? Nothing at all? Alright, so back to Maui then. Moana, the movie Moana is 95% accurate because most of it, or what Disney was trying to portray, is that Polynesians were voyagers, and yes, that was our main trait, and we came somewhere from East Asia, somewhere over there, East Asia or South Asia. Then we made our way across the Polynesian islands, and we ended up here. So folks, I'm going to take a break from the mic just a bit, put on some easy listening music. As we proceed into Hana, I'm going to change the tone of the music and put on some music for the road. Alright, taking a break from the mic.
We get off and we're celebrating National Dairy Month. Thank you.
And a half mile up, you will probably see a waterfall 60 feet tall. A lot of people jump off this waterfall into a 12 or 13-foot pool. Now a lot of people call this type of jumps lele. We call it lele. It's a leap of faith. First you're gonna leave some faith to jump off a cliff. Now folks, do you see the yellow line and the white line? Yes?
Yeah.
It now becomes a suggestive line. And for the hula girl now, I was speaking about the uluhe, which is called fishbone in English. The uluhe with another fern called wahi. These two ferns put together on what we call a hakule. Now if you've seen the hula girl, they had a head adornment, and on this head adornment would have been a lot of ferns and flowers. These two type of ferns on the hakule is giving gratitude to the goddess of hula. The goddess of hula is named Laka. Laka is the goddess of hula, and the reason why they're putting these ferns on top of their hakule is to give gratitude to Laka, so Laka can instill in them the illusions of their slaves. Now the way they dance is particularly from the guidance and protection of Laka, the goddess of hula. Now these two ferns mixed together, it creates a pheromone. Uluhe and Wahi creates a pheromone that is irresistible to men. Now for me personally, I just think it's the pheromone, the chemistry of the earth, the smell of earth. For me personally, I think that's what attracts. It's the smell of earth. Same no different as being working on a car and being a grease monkey, hearing the car rev. It's the same thing. I think it's the attraction of the smell of the earth, because the man is always working through in the dirt, and no different from working on a car and getting all greasy. Grease monkeys. Now folks, this is the road to Hana, and the difference between a tourist and a local, and the reason why this road is deemed a divorce road. Now you folks are no longer tourists, you're in a vehicle with a local. I'm Brown Sugar and you like that because I'm a local behind the steering wheel and it makes it easier to track around the mountain. Now the difference between the tourist and the local. A tourist, most of the time it's the passenger who's driving. Now the passenger is driving because she's telling the driver this. Watch out for the turn, watch out for the other car, it's this thing, yeah, following what the brochure is saying, doing it all wrong, and the driver is doing this. Oh yeah, nice, oh yeah. But what's really going on is it's the driver's fault. You know why it's the driver's fault? Because the passenger is getting nauseated from the way the driver is driving, but he would not say anything because the driver is supposed to know. You're supposed to know that the passenger is being nauseated or nauseous. I can say this because my wife is just like this. I'm supposed to know that she's feeling sick. But how I don't know if she don't tell me, but we're supposed to know. So somehow we're wrong. The driver is wrong. That is what's really going on in that situation. So she or he will say everything in the book except what's going on, and it's the driver's fault. So most of the time, if you see tourists on the oncoming traffic, take a look at what the passenger is doing and you can tell what kind of day they're having. Now I'm not hating or anything, I'm just standing in the straight up truth. This is what I've seen on the road. It's usually the passenger who's driving the vehicle. So the tourists will do this, they follow the line. Now here's what a local will do. You will not see the local be like this. You have his window down, take up the whole row, cut the line, and push everybody off to the side. So me being a local and a commercial driver, if I see the local coming, I just stop or pull off on the side anyways because that's what you can make the other oncoming vehicle do. So he's gonna be like this. Not even gonna see the local. Now the local just cuts the line and go as straight as possible. That way it helps his passengers not to be nauseated, whoever is carrying in his car. Most of it is, everybody is sitting on the back of the truck. Local, right? So the road to Hana, difference between the tourists and the local. The tourists follow the line, the local cuts the line. We have 619 turns or curves, 54 one-lane bridges, and a whole lot of hostile locals. So we got that because on Brown Sugar, they're not gonna do anything that is not unprofessional. Now folks, I don't know if you folks have some switchbacks or lanes like roads like this back home, but I found on the bottlenecks, we're gonna have a lot of bottlenecks today. If I can get past the bottleneck as quick as possible, it'll minimize the reaction of getting into an accident. And a lot of times, it stops the locals from getting out of the car. I have seen on bottlenecks, locals get out of their car and yank tourists out. And I was like, okay, everybody close your eyes. Everybody close your eyes. Then I gotta get out of the vehicle. Oh, brother, calm down. Everything alright? Oh, this and that. Brother, everything will be alright. Look how ignorant you're looking right now, brother. Everybody's watching you. You better just get on with your way. Get on with you. Because all Hawaiians are not the same. There's different Hawaiians. Especially for the people that outlives Hana. They don't really like, the younger ones don't like tourists coming into Hana. But we older ones gotta educate them and say, okay, if we don't bring visitors through here, you have no way of generating currency. What you can do, hunt and fish all day, that's not gonna provide for the whole family. And then most of the time it works, but sometimes it doesn't work. Some of the young ones can see what we say and some ones cannot. But you know, we have to let them make their own decisions. But it's a time and place to do a lot of things. And yanking people out in the bottleneck is not one of them. And then what we're gonna go is a Ohi Kala'au, which is the bamboo forest. Now bamboo was Hawaii's first knife. If it's cut correctly, it can cut through meat. Now the Ohi knife was the only knife that could touch the ali'i back in the day when they were being born. It was in a sacrificial state. It was to cut the umbilical cord. Only ohi was used to cut the umbilical cords of royal blood or elites.
Raining.
No, I took everything extra out. It was like with the empty cases, and I thought it was just
Cars.
I just took it out.
Jason.
They get out like with the reflection and stuff. The thing is, it's not actually on top of it enough.